Hey there. Thanks for booting me up for the first time. I appreciate you. Mwah. Say what you want about Apple, but one thing everyone can at least respect is their continuity between their systems, or what we nerds like to call it, the Apple ecosystem. So with a company so well known for its consistency between devices, it just makes the fact that the iPad is the only device that's missing a core native app even present on the Apple Watch that much weirder. And that very app in question is the calculator. Now I know some of you may be thinking, wait, what? The iPad doesn't have a calculator app? What the f? But it's true. I mean, the calculator has been the one application that's been a part of modern tech since before phones even had a practical keyboard. Observe. Okay, S U P I think there are a lot of things that people shouldn't take for granted in life, but I don't think that the calculator is one of them. It should be one of those no-brainer things to be on any device with a screen, especially on a device you can spend up to over $1,000 on. However, Apple doesn't really think so. But why? Being that the Mac, iPhone, and Apple Watch all have calculator apps, why is the iPad the only one without it? The iPad has been the bench warmer of the calculator playoffs for over 12 years now. When is it their opportunity to show off their skill on the court? I think my legs fell asleep. So we do have an official answer to this very interesting problem though. MKBHD did have an interview with Apple's very own Senior Vice President of Software Engineering a couple years back, where this very topic came up for discussion.
The iPad still does not have a default weather and calculator app, and they want to know why.
You know, there's some things that we have not done because to do it, we would want to do something really distinctly great in that space. And I think it's obviously easy to create a calculator app, but creating one that feels like, wow, this is the greatest iPad calculator app. We want to do it when we can do it really, really well. And we honestly have just haven't gotten around to doing it great. So that day may come. But
so their official reason is that they want the calculator to truly be mind-blowing. But what's actually mind-blowing is that they still haven't figured it out for over a decade. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the reasoning behind why Apple would do this. This is a very Apple take on something as basic as a calculator. So I get it. It's very Apple. Dumb, but very Apple. Perfectionism truly is the enemy of progress. But don't fret, everyone. There are a couple of secret ways to use the calculator features on iPad if you don't want to download an ad-ridden third-party app just to calculate your math homework, or because ChatGPT servers are busy. Option number 1 is Spotlight. Now, Spotlight is well known within the Mac community as a system-wide search engine on your Mac. It is also known in the Mac community that it's not the ideal system-wide search engine for your Mac, but I digress. So if you need to find your files and apps, or even do a quick Google search without going to google.com instead of just typing it in the address bar, what is wrong with you? It's the same exact function. Why add another step? I know some of you who do that are watching this, and I just want you to know that you make me feel sick to my stomach. The Spotlight feature is also on your iPad, and not only can it do those cool things, but it also has a built-in calculator feature as well. So instead of just writing down your equations like a senior citizen, you can instead type in your calculations right into Spotlight, and it'll solve it no problem. Pretty neat, huh? Nice. Now, the second option is just asking Siri. We all know that Siri isn't the best voice assistant out there, but she gets the job done, which is all I can ask for, right? Hey Siri, what's 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0 cookies, and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See, it doesn't make sense. And Cookie Monster is sad that there are no cookies. And your friends are sad because they don't exist. Oh wow, this escalated quickly.
So, Those are your native calculator alternatives. I know it's not a dedicated app, but I think they're a good enough solution for most people. And hey, the iPad does have a native weather app now since that interview's been released, so maybe the calculator will be coming much sooner than later. Who knows with that f***ing company? Thanks for watching, and leave some engagement before you go. Weird question. Does anyone know if smart fridges have a calculator? Like, if you're so smart, then calculate how much my leftovers last before it makes my tummy make the no-no sounds. Am I right? Anybody?